the nice thing about the boot camp is because people have had those experiences that you can see in terms of their work. You can see that they've been sitting in meetings, that they've been problem solving with others. And every single person that we interviewed did really well in the tech test, and that surprised the people who were already working on the projects internally for us. And I think as soon as they saw that level of work, they were more than satisfied that actually this person could come in and do a good job. My name is Laura McInerney. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Education Intelligence. We run 2 different apps, TeachTap and Parent Ping. TeachTap and Parent Ping, they're both daily survey apps. In TeachTap's case, every day at 3:30 it pings, and around 8,000 to 8,500 teachers answer the daily questions. They then get to see the results of the questions from the day before, and there's some gamification and a little daily read to help them get better at their jobs. It's very, very similar for Parent Ping, but those alarms do go at different times of the day depending on what the parent chooses. Parents get to see the results, what's happening in other people's households, and there's a little daily tip to make life a little bit easier. I first heard about Northcoders through word of mouth. So I had a friend who'd built a product that was really fantastic, and I'd asked him where he'd been gotten his developers from, and he said that he'd been using Northcoders to find really fantastic new talent and put me in touch. As soon as I got in touch with Northcoders, I found the process to be fantastic, so easy. Straight away had phone calls with people in the regions that we were looking to place people. We were then provided with some examples of job descriptions, which made us writing our description much easier. Once that was sent off, within a few days, we had a Google Drive provided of different people who'd applied for the jobs. And because of the way that the Northcoders process works, the profiles, the GitHubs, the examples, the videos that people have developed during their course, it was much easier not just to look at the CVs and the cover letters, but also to be able to look at things that people have already developed. You can see whether or not people's skills and preferences are in maybe more a design area or sort of technical skills, and that helped us hone down straight away to the people that we then invited for a tech test and eventually a longer interview. I was really impressed with everybody that I spoke with at Northcoders. I think Lucy and Steph, who were in the partnerships team that I spoke to, not only did they advise me and guide on the kinds of jobs that we would be able to recruit from the bootcamp, but also provided us with example job descriptions. They'd offered, for example, if we needed to come up with a way of doing the tech test, to talk us through that. And as someone who hasn't done much recruitment in this field before, and as a new startup, that was really important for us to get that right. And I think that service, on top of the fact that we got so many brilliant candidates and were able to interview multiple people, it was really difficult to pick at the end. There were other people we could have picked if we'd have had more roles. I think just makes it a fantastic service.
So my name is Lucy Galway, and I am the Partnership Success Manager for Leeds and West Yorkshire for Northcoders. So what I feel is really, really important is it sounds really simple, but it's understanding that company. So it's understanding their needs, their wants, what's important to them, understanding the culture of the company as well. I always say we're almost providing like a matchmaking service. We want to find the perfect fit for the company, but we want to find the perfect fit for the Northcoder as well. And the only way I feel we can achieve that is by knowing both sides really, really well. We know our Northcoders well. We spend a lot of time with them. They're with us for a long time while they're learning, and we're providing that career support. But we need to put that time into understanding the company and what they're looking for too. Speaking with somebody like Laura, who is so forthcoming about the type of person that they want, the type of culture that they're looking for, having those sort of face-to-face or Zoom-to-Zoom conversations that we're currently having really gives you an opportunity to dive deep into the culture. And by understanding that and listening to what Laura and all the other companies that we speak to have to say, actually makes it quite easy sometimes to match a Northcoder, because as you're having that conversation with a company, like we did with Laura, you start to envision people that would be really good for that role. And Humera, who joined TeachTap at Education Intelligence, was somebody that we thought of while having those initial stage conversations that we knew would fit perfectly. And it's been a lovely process because it has worked out that way. She's joined the team.
So we hired a new person from Northcoders, so Hamira. She's been absolutely fantastic. I spoke with the tech team just earlier today, and they said the two things that have really stood out for them is her ability to be able to go and problem solve. So if something comes up that's not, we don't know how to solve it, her ability to go away and investigate, her willingness to learn, and confidence with the coding, which can often be quite tricky when you've got somebody new. And I'll be the first to admit, when you say to a tech team, actually, we're going to go and get somebody from an academy or who's come through a boot camp, there can sometimes be a bit of a nervousness. Well, actually, how good is this person? But honestly, I think everybody has been completely blown away by how skilled she is and how solidly and confidently she's getting on with everything.
I myself was incredibly impressed when I joined the business just over a year ago. I saw for myself how passionate the Northcoders are. They're some of the most motivated and proactive people I've ever met. And I think that's really, really important. Matching the technical skills with that proactive and motivated person moving into a company who wants to continue to learn and who wants to sort of strive in their career. Northcoders have all of that, and I think it's a brilliant reason to hire a Northcoder.
Without a doubt, going through the Northcoders bootcamp for Hamira, I think has made a massive difference to what she's been able to do. You can see in the portfolios, there's a huge amount of progression as people go through their projects anyway. But for us, I think that level of confidence and skill has definitely come from being in the bootcamp.